Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Office Bloke Aidan.
Just two of us here today. Weather has been pretty icy and frosty, which has meant Gaynor can't make it into work.
Yeah, indeed.
One of the main reasons is I took her car. So I needed a 4x4. She's got one, I don't.
Yeah.
So stranded her at home. Some really bad conditions that have been hitting the USA. We know quite a few people who watch the channel as well as friends of ours who live in California. And it's been very, very disturbing what I've been watching on the TV with the fires.
How does this
very upsetting.
How does this sort of stuff, like, how often does it happen at this time of the year?
You're probably right about this time of the year because I think forest fires and wildfires and stuff like that are very common in California as well and in certain parts of the USA. We don't really suffer from them here. Probably in the summer you get the occasional one that sort of like burns very, very quickly under control because it's a bit easier over here. But I know California suffer from them quite bad over the times, and this one is just real. When I've been watching, I've been following it all day today. I've had the TV on all day at the office, just watching.
Do we know what's caused it or no? Like,
not sure.
Not sure. New Year's Eve fireworks and all that.
I don't know what's actually started the fire. I don't think it was. I think it's something to do with the weather that started it. But I think they've got like 100 mile an hour wind, 100 kilometre an hour winds.
I heard that it's increasing by 5 football fields every minute or something like that.
Imagine.
That's crazy, right?
Number one, first of all, I hope everyone who's in that area, can get out and evacuate. But this is the latest news we're getting from. This is NBC, isn't it? This is the latest one they've got out. Let's have a quick look where we're up to with it.
Weeks ago, we were watching some dramatic scenes from our affiliate KNBC, where a reporter was pretty much surrounded 360 degrees by flames. That's in Altadena, which is a little bit northeast of downtown Los Angeles. Talk about the protective gear you're wearing as you cover these fires. The precautions your team is taking. A lot of folks may not realize, but most states, when you cover fires, the media is kept pretty far away from the flames. California is an exception. You pretty much have free reign. It's on the media crews to decide just how they want to cover these fires and to really take their own safety precautions, right?
That's crazy, that. But this is sort of like accelerated through the night as well. So it's like nighttime. I guess when we're recording this, it's 3:15 local time here in the UK, so that'll be what 6:15. It'd be like 5 in the morning, won't it, in the US, on the West Coast? Yeah. So this is like 5 in the morning still, so it's gone through the night.
It's different. It's
got to be scary.
It's different from when it's just a wildfire in the forest and when it's like coming towards houses.
Yeah. I've seen a video this morning of like cars that were parked up on the road, and they've all just been abandoned.
Yeah,
the bulldozers came through and moved them out of the way. Yeah.
That's right. I mean, the important thing is that CAL FIRE actually provides training to us, and that's something that we go through pretty much every year so that you have some understanding of what to do, what not to do. But of course, fire is unpredictable. I mean, that's the reason that we're wearing this gear. We have a helmet because, especially in the dark like this, you don't know what's flying through the air. I mean, we've seen embers fly and catch things on fire. It's kind of dark here behind me, but there's a gas station, there's a Taco Bell, a grocery store, there's lots of stuff here behind me you just can't see because it's in the dark. And we were watching embers from this fire last night fly across and start new spot fires. So that's why we're wearing this protective gear. That's why we have the goggles and the mask, because even with this, the wind is so strong that it's still blowing pieces of ash, inside your mask and inside your goggles a bit. I mean, I haven't even touched anything. I mean, the palms of my hands are black just from standing out here. I mean, it really feels like you're covering a wildfire inside a tropical storm or hurricane. Instead of getting pelted with rain, you're getting pelted with little pieces of ash and debris, Savannah and Joe.
Chase, the other thing that you're talking about there, I think for people who have never experienced this or don't live in an area that has fire risk, that's kind of confusing, is on the same one neighborhood street, you could have multiple homes burn and then the house right next door be untouched because of the way that those embers fly, land in certain places, and start those other fires. Walk us through what you're seeing in terms of the neighborhood area right there, the Pacific Palisades.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is there's not just one fire, there's like 3 separate fires in different locations, isn't there? More.
And how...
Like you say, it's residential areas, and it's sad to see that this is people's homes. You know what I mean?
Literally, yeah.
And it's just sad to see when you see things. I mean, I don't like seeing fires. One of the worst things to see, anyway. They're not burning out of control. I don't know how long it's going to take to get this under control. But it's
some of
absolutely
that's
insane.
happening.
Yeah, so again, it may be hard to see on screen. This is the Pacific Coast Highway. That's the intersection where you can kind of see the lights on. That's Sunset Boulevard that's coming down to the Pacific Coast Highway. It's a winding, mostly 2-lane road that's kind of curving through a canyon there. where closer to the ocean here, you have some condo buildings, you have some mid-rise buildings, but then farther up you have lots of homes that are kind of, dotted alongside the hillside. And so as the fire burns through, it's not just burning in a straight line because of these strong winds. It might burn one home and then the wind changes direction, or it picks up an ember and starts a fire over there. So it's really like this patchwork quilt of places that have burned and places that haven't burned. You were talking about where people had to abandon their cars yesterday. That is just maybe 100 yards up Sunset Boulevard here. And as we drove through this morning, I noticed that some cars there had burned overnight that hadn't burned before. And it was just an eerie scene. I mean, it felt like you were in a scene from The Walking Dead, because you had all these cars abandoned with fire burning on both sides. And you could see where the bulldozers had pushed and shoved cars together to make a path for fire trucks to get through there. I mean, it's truly just these eerie apocalyptic scenes here in Pacific Palisades.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Stay up.
That's just insane. Sad to see.
Yeah.
It's like I say, fair play to the firefighters and the medics and people out who are out and about, just working tirelessly and effortlessly, through the night for hours on end, exhausting. That's just I just don't like seeing that. It's bad. But yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take to get under control though.
No.
And it's in sort of like quite a populated area as well, isn't it? So close to Malibu now, right, and all that. Palisades.
That's where that is, isn't it? Pacific Palisades, whatever
Pacific
it's called.
Palisades,
so that's
yeah.
like up near where Malibu
is, yeah. And where was the other place? Altadena, did he say? Not heard of that place. But yeah, it's hopefully everyone's just safe and can get out there, and everything's kept to a minimum. I know the damage looks bad as it is, but obviously life and stuff like that is more important. But good luck to anyone that's there, and stay safe.
Indeed.
We'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.